Hey America, it's Crazy Chris, Crazy Veteran, at it again. I'm going to try to get through this without tearing up. I've got a very serious question for you, America. Why do you hate us so much? Why do you hate us so much when we have given so much? You march on Washington claiming discrimination and how unfair life is in the United States. You trample on the flag, and that is literally the meaning of freedom. Red symbolizes the hardiness and the valor and the blood that was shed. White symbolizes purity and innocence, and the bandages used to bind up wounds. Blue is for vigilance, perseverance, and justice, and the sky that we are united under. There are 13 stripes for the 13 original colonies, and there are 50 stars for the 50 states. When you burn, stand, spit, or defecate on this flag, you are saying that the countless men and women who have fought, bled, been maimed, and died for their country, their sacrifice was not enough. Why do you hate us so much? That you call us names like bums, lazy, crazy, stupid, fascists, Nazis, murderers, and bigots. Why do you call us these things when we're the ones who have served, loved, and love you, America, past, present, and future, so much that we are and were willing to lay down our lives for you so you can live and not see the horrors of war. So you can lay your head on your pillow at night and be free. Live free and not be worried about being locked up for speaking out about what you don't agree with. When you call us names like this, and do all these things I see being done in the name of free speech, I'm supposed to be okay with it. I'm not. Because every time you disrespect the flag of the United States of America, you disrespect and dishonor the ones who have fought, bled, and died for our country. People like Dieter Dangler, who was shot down in Vietnam and survived months in a POW camp, then escaped and went on to be shot down several more times. Senator John McCain, he survived 5.5 years as a POW, just to name a few. And let's talk about your safe spaces. You can have your safe space and be a 25-year-old little whiner who covers your face because you're a coward. You can do this because of people like Audie Murphy, who was rejected by every branch of the military except for the Army and joined up at 16 years old. And was a first lieutenant by the time he was 19. and he was our country's highest decorated soldier during World War II. Also, people like Calvin Graham, at 12 years old. 12 years old, serving on a Navy ship that got hit, and half his face was torn off and all of his teeth were knocked out. 12 years old. He got stitched up, and he went on to save more lives on the ship. He was stripped of all of his medals for being a deserter when really he was underage and the Navy didn't know what to do with him. They found out his age and they had to discharge him. He was arrested by military police. And his VA benefits were not reinstated until Ronald Reagan. And you cry because I have a difference of opinion. When you defecate, when you piss all over the flag, this is what you're literally doing. You're pissing on the 6,800 soldiers killed in action during the Revolutionary War. The 20,000 POWs that were taken. And the 17,000 more deaths of soldiers due to disease during the Revolutionary War. The War of 1812. The War of 1812, that's when England tried to come back and take the United States back. 15,000 Americans were killed in action. In World War I, 40 million people gave their lives to defend against. And it's kind of half and half. During World War II, it's estimated that 70 to 85 million people, 3%, in the 1940s, 3% of the population died of the 2.3 billion people that were alive during that time. Korea, 40,000 killed in action. United States, over 100,000 wounded. Vietnam, 47,378 killed in action. Wounded in action, 304,704. Missing in action, 2,338. And the list goes on with the Gulf War, the Iraq War, and the Afghanistan War. Why do you hate us so much? And you care for illegal immigrants who have broken our laws first by just coming here illegally, not going through the proper channels, illegally. You care more about them than the veterans who've done nothing but love this country, serve their country, not break any laws. There are over 67,000 veterans, 67,000 veterans who are homeless. Yet you care more for somebody who's coming in illegally than someone who has given everything to keep this country of laws. Why do you hate us so much? There are over 1.5 million veterans that live under the poverty line. And yet you care for drug addicts and illegal immigrants. when there are so many who have served this country and don't sleep at night because of the horrors that they have seen, just so you could call us names. Many of us joined for different reasons, but we all fought for two reasons. One, for love of country. Two, for the person on the right and on the left of us. So next time you decide to elect someone who wants to take your rights away, remember, someone died for those rights. And you're spitting in the faces of the 41,892,128 men and women who have served this country, and the over 4,449,000 men and women from 91 until now who are serving currently or have been discharged and are veterans. And you're spitting and you're defecating and calling the 651,031 who have died for you pieces of crap. Something you need to remember next time you take that flag and you burn it, or you piss on it, or you defecate on it. You, America, the generation coming up, you need to be ashamed of yourselves. It hurts me to see what's going on in this country. And you've got these little Antifa people covering their faces like the people I fought over in Afghanistan and Iraq. Because they're all cowards.